Y'all, where we know how to make our own alcohol. We say y'all, with a NASCAR race and a case of Pall Mall. Y'all, where the dogs got the red clay all up in their paws. Y'all, we say y'all.
We from the other side, another type of southern rise, bound to the summertime, y'all. Oversized and televised, difficult to summarize. Ain't nothing about this kid here is small, y'all. Coming through with the draw, y'all. Chattahoochee with the cutie in a chow, y'all. Booty scooty with the watermelon crawl, y'all. Super duty, super soaker, shooting chipper walls. Might be the liquor, y'all. Gives me a thicker, y'all. It's the cause for the lifting out. Stuck in the sticks and lost. Hotter than a reaper sauce. Cheaping on the leaves and fall. Easy when we're speaking.
What is up, guys? What's going on, B?
What up, dog? How you living, bro?
Living good, man. I'm feeling like Lieutenant Dan if he had legs, homie.
But after he became a hippie, right?
Yeah, after he became a hippie.
Most
so what's up, man? It's Friday.
It is.
It's already Friday, dude. This week zoomed by. We have a great show in store for everybody and a lot to get through. What's your thoughts, B? I mean, you kind of set this night up, man. You were sending me things that you wanted to talk about. It's very relevant and it's very important. At the same time, homie, it was kind of scary, dog.
Dude, it freaks me out. And I apologize in advance. My YouTube's or my Wi-Fi is lagging tonight. I don't know why, but here we are. Dog, did you see that video I sent you about the flights, the immigration?
Insane. And there was a guy, one of the security guys on there that said the amount of security that they have here is like way less than they would have for an NBA basketball game or something like that. And this is like the federal government running midnight operations. And it's insane. When I was watching it, it almost felt like it was like it's set up, dude. Like it ain't real. Like this can't be real. You know what I'm saying, dog?
It feels like we're under attack. Really. It feels like we're under attack right now. Play the video. You got the video?
I do. I have the video. Guys, check this out. And in the comments, let us know what you think, man. I mean, let's just run it.
Showing the lengths the Biden administration is taking to allow thousands of illegal immigrants into our country. Body cam video taken by a police sergeant in Westchester, New York last August showing dozens of migrants arriving on secret flights at New York's Westchester County Airport under the cover of darkness, something a Department of Homeland Security contractor is for very specific reasons. This is what he said.
You don't want to be somewhere where the spotlight is. You want to try to keep it as down low as possible. A lot of this is just
no, I get it. I just, like I said,
stuff that we don't tell people because what we don't want to do is attract attention. We don't want the media.
Yeah.
Like we don't even know where we're going when they tell us.
Bro, that's insane, dude.
The fact that, I mean, I get it. But for the government to lie and break the law behind our back like that is just dirty to me.
So
and
tell me what's going on with these planes. Who's on the planes? What are they doing at that late hour?
Illegal immigrants, as far as I know. And from what the story was, it's not just kids, dude. It's like a bunch of like fighting age men on these planes coming in by the hundreds every night. 3, 4, 5 nights a week, they're bringing in several hundred, 18 to 45-year-old men. Why? Why?
Like you said, man, it feels like we're under attack and like they're plotting on us. And they were saying that they're moving a lot of these guys up into like New York and New Jersey and just kind of scattering them throughout the United States. Like they're just infiltrating and setting up little insurgent cells, man. In my mind, that's what it sounds like. I mean,
well,
I don't know.
Here's what I know. I know that we got a song coming out in 2 weeks. It's about to go up for pre-order next week with our buddy Clean. And this dude is down every rabbit hole you can think of. if there's something to be known, he probably knows it. So why don't we bring Cleanup on the podcast and see what
Absolutely,
he thinks
man.
about what's going on?
What's
What's
going
up,
on,
fellas?
brother?
How's it going?
Doing good, dude. You always have like a little opinion, I would say, expressed here and there on Facebook, dude, and Instagram. I see you out there talking about some things, man.
I keep
And
my
so
ears to the street.
we just opened up this thing with a bombshell, bro.
Yeah, no, I agree. And there's a lot that was said there without saying. Kind of what they're talking about in the background. They're saying, "Hey, we're flying under the darkness. We don't want to bring a whole lot of light to this." To me, that's instantly red flags, right? If we're asking ourselves why, I mean, the truth doesn't have an agenda, right? So why are we lying? Why are we hiding it? What are we scared of? That's red flags in itself. I mean, if we're doing the right things, we're not scared of who sees us. So what's going on? The military age men thing, that's a big one. That's what we just got to ask ourselves, why would that be happening if it is happening?
What's your hypothesis, dude? If you had to hypothesize why in the hell this will be happening, give me your best theory. Neil deGrasse Tyson,
this mug, dog.
Hey,
That's
you
so
look
funny.
like a bald-headed Bill Nye as it is. Let me hear what you got.
You can't grow grass on a busy street, bro.
I guess so.
That's funny. So I mean, there's a number of things, and it's hard to say. I mean, just looking at some of the stuff going on, it scares me because of how they're attacking free speech, how they're attacking all these different things that we're anybody that's talking about current events is looked at as like a nutty person or a racist person, or it's like for asking questions and just seeing things going on. To me, it's scary because it's almost as if they're bringing in like a secondary army. And we've always said in the past years, like our government or military would never do anything to us, right? And they wouldn't. That's how we feel. That's our people. But what if this was a secondary military getting brought in? That's a little freaky. Obviously, this is just like a concept. I'm not saying that's what I've heard, seen, or what I believe, but I'm just saying let's connect some of these dots, and it's a little.
Bro, that's
freaky.
what it looks like, dog. That's what
I
it looks
agree.
like. And if it looks like what's that saying? If it walks
Smells
like a
like
duck, if it quacks like
Quack,
a
quack.
duck, it's a duck, dog.
Probably ain't a zebra.
Right. Yeah. So
What'd you say? It probably ain't a zebra.
Probably ain't a zebra.
Well, here's the thing too: is that when
on, man.
when you hear hoof beats, think horses, don't think zebras.
Jay, did you get that other video I sent you of Tucker talking about Joe Rogan and Spotify?
Yeah, dog, I did. I have it right here.
That's one that's freaking me out is the Joe Rogan thing.
You
'Cause,
were
like, I've watched
talking
him for
about
years.
censorship. You were talking about censorship, Clean.
For sure, dude.
And this is the exact thing that scares me, dude,
Yep.
because some of our friends are releasing songs. We're releasing songs. We're talking about this crazy immigration shit and the shit that Biden's doing. How long till they shut us down?
Could
And
be
what they're
tonight.
doing with Rogan is scary, dude, because
That
they've
blows
already
my mind.
they've already canceled so many podcast episodes
Mhm.
because of this. Jay, play that clip. Do you have it available?
Yeah, I got it right here.
Y'all need to
Crazy.
see this. Pay attention to what Tucker
Carlson,
says on this
tonight,
video.
Joe Rogan may be the most popular broadcaster in the English-speaking world right now. Every episode of his podcast, called The Joe Rogan Experiences, reaches about 11 million people, and some of the episodes get an audience many times that. How many people is that? It's a lot. For perspective, last night, CNN's highest-rated show had a little over 700,000 viewers total. So Joe Rogan is big, and unlike CNN, he's not especially political. His show covers pretty much everything: comedy, science, nutrition, the paranormal, recreational drug use, exercise, mixed martial arts, music, Hollywood, and a huge range of other topics, often with guests you've never heard of. Rogan is not a reactionary, unlike most people in the media. He doesn't think he already knows everything. He's genuinely curious, and so he lets his guests speak. His longest interview lasted for more than 5 hours. It was with a stand-up comedian. When Rogan does talk about politics, it's pretty clear he's not an ideologue. He interviews everybody, liberals and conservatives, as well as a lot of people like Mike Tyson, who could be either one. And he does it most of the time with respect and self-deprecation. He's not an expert on politics. He's not pretending to be one. Rogan just asks questions, and he notes the obvious. It's this last quality that makes the people in charge hate and fear Joe Rogan. If you're trying to sell an absurd, obviously untrue idea, it is possible that Joe Rogan's going to call you on it. Not because he's a partisan, he's not, but because he just can't help but notice. That's his secret. A few months ago, Rogan watched the White House press secretary lie about the FDA's approval process for Pfizer's COVID vaccine. So he said something about it. Watch.
Jen Psaki's talking about misinformation online and combating misinformation. She distributed misinformation.
Of course.
Because she said that it's approved by the FDA and their gold standard.
Dude, that's insane, man.
It's worrisome, bro.
It really
is. Are we commenting, or is there more to play there?
I mean, there's a lot more to play. This isn't going to stop, man. I mean, this video goes on for a while, and I think that we got to get the gist of it is that, you know, Joe, I mean, Brian and I have been watching Joe Rogan for years. And yeah, for a while. And that's one reason why we were such huge, and we still are, massive fans of his and many other millions and millions. I mean, how many followers and listeners?
It's insane. 11 million an episode.
11 million.
11 million. Yeah, bro. 11 million. So, I mean, we stand as a massive force when it comes to, you know, I wouldn't say maybe agreeing, but being informed by a person who is non-biased. I mean, he's extremely level-headed. What he thinks about and how he asks questions is no different than all the 11 million people that are listening. That's why we love Joe Rogan. It's because he is a voice for us, and we are wanting to know about the moon, to Mars, to conspiracies, and to the vaccine, like he talked about. And it's just nuts how they identify him as a person that's threatening.
Here's the thing, dude. If they can cancel the president, they can cancel anybody. And with people pulling their music off Spotify, I mean, Spotify's already started cracking down on some stuff. It is concerning because what if Joe Rogan is not safe? Who's not safe if the president's not?
Yeah.
And this censorship, man, and you got to be able to talk about these things.
Absolutely. And like you mentioned, Joe Rogan, we've been watching for years. A lot of people have. We always see things that we agree with, things we don't, but he's always coming at it open-minded, and he'll change perspective if you prove it to him, you know. And like, I think that's what's so great about it. And for us to be able to see that snapshot of, okay, yeah, this is happening to him now. Like, what happens if these people disappear? Who is talking then? And how close we are to like a social credit system? Like, that's scary shit, man. Scary shit. You associate with your family and friends, and they lose their credit score because you question things. That's nutty. So, another thing with Joe Rogan, he got to see it, like some of the bias and like some of the manipulation tactics from like the media firsthand recently, in regards to his ivermectin stuff. And, you know, I think that was another thing that was probably eye-opening to him, because he used to be far leaning left, I believe. And like, he's, since COVID has gone down, he's relocated to Texas. He's changed his opinions on a lot of things. Still very neutral, but just asks questions and draws to conclusions that make sense, which we seem to avoid nowadays.
It's insane, man. And as entertainers, as artists, as people who put out content, so in a fashion of expression, it's scary. You know, it's scary. I mean, Brian, we were just discussing about Tom McDonald and Adam Calhoun, and what they're saying is aligning with millions and millions of Americans as well. And so if you have that many people on your side, that many people viewing your material and giving you a thumbs up and saying, you know, whoop, whoop, we right there with you.
Right.
It's mind blowing that there's such a small percentage of the population that have so much control.
Yeah, it's super concerning too. So like, with just in the sheer sense that like everything is so manipulated and censored and watered down. And, you know, we saw their video getting, it was getting censored, right? You couldn't even see it on the top trending numbers. And then for them to get number one on two categories, right? That's pretty mind blowing to show like what people are supporting, what people are wanting to see. But then how much of that is fake as far as not them, but like the stuff that's up there, like the stuff that is lifted to the top, the stuff that is not settling down, like getting depressed and, you know, numbers affected, or you know what I'm saying? Like how much of this stuff is really happening to where, you know, you get what I'm saying?
Well,
Yeah, a lot of it's artificially lifted with
Right.
you know, big label budgets.
Yep. Money for sure.
And that's
know,
what I like
sometimes-
about what these independent artists are doing, like Upchurch coming through,
Oh
crushing
yeah.
the game. Calhoun
Butters.
crushing the game. Tom McDonald crushing the game. These guys are doing it independent, and they're launched, dude. They're up there with Nicki Minaj and you know, these biggest names. Who was it they're competing with right now? I think it was Nicki Minaj and Kid Rock, and
Yeah.
they're right up there. And I wouldn't be surprised if they don't knock them both for the
They
number
probably-
one this whole
They
week.
probably are bigger than those though. I mean, it's all getting kind of, you know, slowed down, and I mean, they have a throttle on how easy it is to find some of this stuff. But I think that's another key point though, is as we're talking about this, how important it is to make sure that we all stand behind these independent voices like this, because that's what it takes for that type of stuff to be seen. If we didn't have those independent voices that would actually have balls and stand up and like talk about this shit, no one would ever see it. If you've seen The Social Dilemma, it's a documentary that was on Netflix. It was pretty popular. It's all these big wig, like ex-presidents and CEOs of, you know, all the social media companies. And they left because they're scared of what it's doing. And it's literally pitting us all against each other. And you ask yourself, like, how can't people see this? Well, they literally don't. It's telling certain people that this is real, and it's telling certain people that this is real, to where you literally are at war with each other.
You know, Brian and I, sometimes we talk about being in a simulation, you know, and it's crazy to think about it, right? When you start seeing some of these folks that are agreeing with censorship, or they're agreeing with smuggling immigrants into this country at 2 a.m. in the morning, it's almost like you're a simulation. You were created. We are, you know what I'm saying? There's no way.
Where's Ashton Kutcher?
Right.
Where's he at?
There's no way in hell that people can support this. And it's just weird. It's a weird culture. It's a weird concept. And what's crazy is that they have so much control.
I want to know how to get the cheat codes to hack in the back door of the simulation and change a few things.
It's like NFL blitz. You're just running infinite touchdowns around the field.
Yeah,
Swear to
gloves. You type gloves in the back little cheek, and you can catch every pass. That's what they're doing, man.
Richard Donaldson says, "Look at Ryan Upchurch to his new CD. Have you guys? I know you've listened. Have you seen his new music video?"
Yeah, man, I definitely checked it out. Clean, did you check it out?
Yep, I've seen it. It's good shit, man.
Yeah,
He's
man,
another one that's always challenging things, you know.
People's Champ is, I think, the name of the entire album, but one of his singles is called People's Champ. And dude, he has some bars, and his delivery this time was extremely unique too. You know, it was different, if you would say. It was catchy. I liked it.
Can we show people?
Absolutely, brother. I got it right here.
Let's do it.
Yeah, why not? I love the way he
Easy
keeps changing it up, dude.
He goes
keeps
after
changing
it.
up. Yeah,
he's not gonna be thumbed down. You know what I mean?
I like where he said, "I ain't the goat," or they always call me the goat, but I'm a grizzly bear.
Grizzly.
Hell
Yeah. Well, here it is, man. Ryan Upchurch from his new album, People's Champ. This is the single and the music video for People's Champ.
Let's
Check it
go.
out.
I've heard the song. I haven't seen the video, so I'm excited.
I'm a different breed, I am what you need. I just plant the seed and create MCs that grow up like me. NASCAR on TV, Rupa number 3. Here's a checkered flag. Let me grab a Coors and take a picture with this toe. That Sterling Marlin sponsors, only rednecks gon' know that. Whitey stomping rappers like a West Virginia toe tap. Sick as fucking, not rocking the hazmat or dumbass. Only rocking this Caucasian baddie with a fat ass. Yeah, whip that thing like a brand new Hellcat. Drilling holes in the game like a stuck thermostat. these rappers fake working, they ain't never had a sore back. Looking at a hammer and nails like it's an ancient artifact. Raps are art, in fact. If the goals are back, prepare to get slashed. Hope the doctor used the hemostat in med class. Oh, damn, I'm the people's champ. I know what they saying, but your boy don't care. Oh, damn, yeah, I got the stamp. Certified in hip-hop, I'm a first-string player. Oh, damn, I'm the people's champ. I know what they saying, but your boy don't care. Oh, damn, yeah, I got the stamp. Certified in hip-hop, I'm a first-string player.
Bro, when I heard that hook, I was like, oh, damn.
Oh, damn.
fire.
Man. Joe said it right.
Bro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Bro.
And his
That's
rhyme
it.
scheme and the way he was putting words together, bro, is slick, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I love seeing him out there drifting the Hellcats, but the dopest part to me is him like doing his press conference. I was sweating
And look
and
at,
shit.
I thought it was when he was like hitting the speed bag, but looking at the camera. I thought that
Yeah,
shit
with a
was
big
hard,
old
too.
Chowski and the
Yeah.
Jowski.
Yeah, and the
Hell yeah.
Jowski.
Hell yeah.
Give my pen
Fine.
an IV of blood coming out of me so I can live through my lyrics and write to my heartbeat. I wasn't invited here. I showed up without asking anybody who said something, getting dropped like being asked. Waking up the next morning, need a bowl of milk and aspirin, reading tweets about yourself until your eyeballs feel like plastic. Eyes looking pink, my shit about you becomes classic. Me calling you a pussy is your career's biggest asset. All I hear is I'm the goat, well I'm a grizzly bear, you faggot. My enemy's the Taliban, I'm full metal jacket. And this mass murder mine on the mic is now a habit. Every time I drop an album, I cop me a couple caskets. Oh, damn, I'm the people's champ. I know what they saying, but your boy don't care. Oh, damn, yeah, I got the stamp. Certified in hip-hop, I'm a first-string player. Oh, damn, I'm the people's champ. I know what they saying, but your boy don't care. Oh, damn, yeah, I got the stamp. Certified in hip-hop, I'm a first-string player.
Dog, when he said the whole Ben Askren line, I was like,
Yeah.
He's talking about that Masvidal knee, right?
oh yeah, that's what he's talking about. Fastest knockout in UFC history, man. He's just, he's diverse, and with his he's very knowledgeable. He's very, very smart. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. It stays in tune with everything.
And he's fearless of getting canceled, dude. You heard that Grizzly Bear line. He does not give a fuck about what.
Well, and if you go back
anybody
even to
thinks.
like when he challenged like the radio, like when he challenged, what was it? Fuck
Nashville.
whatever. Yeah, that song was hilarious. With the rooster.
Yeah.
That was a great one. So like this brings up a huge talking point because it's something that bugs the piss out of me, dude. And it's people who are like, we depend on people who are like super influential or who are outspoken, have, a good following or credit or like, just rapport in society. Like we need those people to start talking about these issues and not fucking running from them. It's driving me nuts, dude. Like why is everybody so scared to talk about stuff that's real and common sense? If it doesn't make sense, ask about it. Like, why can't we ask questions? Why are you so scared of having your bubble affected? If your bubble doesn't exist because we don't have any of our rights, then what's the point of a bubble? It's gone anyway. So like stand up for what's right, man. Like that's all it is. Like why be scared if you know what's right? Like and you're doing it in your heart. You know what's right, like it doesn't make sense. It gets me flustered, you can tell.
Oh,
You know.
Oh, you know.
Mhm.
That's that Michigan accent.
I got some North Carolina too. That's where I was born.
But I love this hook, man, because I say oh damn a lot. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
And when I heard that, I was like, first what came to my head, I was like, oh damn, missed that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a good hook. It's
Yeah, that
catchy,
one got me
dog.
amped up.
I like
That's
it,
like
man. Let's finish
some
this
workout
out.
music.
Overall, everyone can suck my balls. Imagine if I didn't like you and I popped me a couple of Adderall. Behind me, no Adderall. Hail Mary faux show. No
He said, overall, y'all can suck my balls.
Overall, everyone can suck my balls. Imagine if I didn't like you and I popped me a couple of Adderall. Behind me, no lateral. Hail Mary faux show. No end zone going down white Tupac Shakur. And you won't have to miss me cause the bullets always miss me. My diss ain't a freebie. Cost 100 racks for you to eat my debris. And good luck to the mainstream. I seen that you tried to dub me, but there's only one Tennessee nominee, and I'm that honky. And for the record, if I was Morgan Wallen, I'd tell the label, check their wallet, remind them who makes the dollars for them. No, I don't dislike them If anything, I got his back. Even if he said cracker red, his skin was pitch black. Oh, damn, I'm the people's champ. I know what they saying, but your boy don't care. Oh, damn, yeah, I got the stamp. Certified in hip-hop, I'm a first-string player. Oh, damn, I'm the people's champ. I know what they saying, but your boy don't care. Oh, damn, yeah, I got the stamp. Certified in hip-hop.
Dope, bro.
Ooh, wee. That's got me amped.
That Morgan Wallen,
working out
I
again.
wouldn't call it beef. Would you call it beef, Brian?
No, he said he loved Morgan Wallen.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I heard too, man. It's just again, maybe I bet Morgan Wallen is not even tripping at all. I mean, I bet Morgan Wallen's a normal dude where he's like cheering people on for their success. It's the media, dog.
Mhm.
And
It's
it's
the
also
way. Go ahead.
people who don't know you want to talk about you. I mean, they don't know you. They want to act like they know you, and that's how they make themselves seem like they're part of it. You know what I mean? So like, there's
You don't even know who Morgan Wallen is, Justin.
yeah, that's not what I'm saying though. I'm saying that's a good point though.
Dude, remember
That's a
when I
great
had
point.
the mullet? Remember when I had the mullet? I was on
Oh, yeah.
Facebook Live one time. I commented something, and they're like, "Who's this long cut guy in here looking like Morgan Walmart?"
That's hilarious. But it's true though. Like people
That's so
hype shit
funny.
up just because they're talking about it that they might not have even had an issue ever, you know? So
Right.
no,
That's
silly.
funny. Yeah, they had I think Upchurch came out with like a video saying why he dropped it, and it is what it is. I think both songs are dope, and I think that his remix with Chase was amazing. Of Broadway Girls, and
Mhm.
everything he's putting out is fire. And I don't know, man. I think that country hip hop and the genre is doing some really big, huge things.
Oh yeah. Like world changing things. I mean,
Yeah.
it has
Dude,
to,
I
it has to be that
listened
way.
to this whole record at the gym today. And this track, the Vows track with Jelly Roll, the what was the other one I was thinking? What did you just say just a second ago, Justin?
That's a good question.
Never mind, forget it.
No,
anyway,
about yeah, go
this
ahead.
whole record goes so hard. Oh, the YZ remix, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, it's so fire. The record's so fire. I love it. I love
Hell
it.
yeah.
There's, I mean, no doubt in my mind, anything Upchurch does is going to be top notch.
Hey,
and it's going to.
Brian, did you
Wi-Fi?
see? No,
Go
your
ahead.
Wi-Fi is
Go ahead.
awesome, dude. Did you see the reaction video that Upchurch did of the two guys sitting on a couch, the black guy and the white guy, and they're reviewing Broadway Girls?
Nope.
Okay, you got to see that. I'm not gonna. We don't need to talk about it until you see it. We'll talk about it in a later podcast. It is the funniest shit I've ever seen, bro, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But hey,
Yeah,
long cut and what's up?
Well, I saw a comment about Boozy, but didn't I see Upchurch and Boozy talking like they were about to like do a song or track together?
They just did. It's on the record.
Oh, I gotta hear that one.
Yeah,
I haven't heard that
yeah.
one. That's dope. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting.
Well, I was
The
gonna
whole thing's
say,
fire.
Long Cut and Clean have a new record that's dropping, and what's the date on that, Brian? You said the 15th.
Yeah, I think it's going to go up for pre-order probably sometime after Monday, and then it officially goes live. The music video goes live on February 15th. So y'all head over
Nice.
and get subscribed to the Long Cut YouTube
Yes,
channel because we
sir.
bring in the heat, y'all. Follow on Facebook, click the follow button, give us a like, share the live, share it up. I don't know why you ain't shared the live yet. Do I got to tell y'all every single time to share the live?
You
And
heard
go
the man.
subscribe to YouTube because we got a new music video coming with this guy, Clean, who's on the podcast right now. It's called Break It Down, and it's fire, and we want you to get it on Spotify and watch the music video on YouTube. So share the live. Come on, tell somebody.
Let's go. Tell somebody, he said. That's the
Yeah,
new
dude.
saying.
And
Tell
this
somebody.
song was created in a really cool way because it really utilized all three of us to build the hook, to write the verses, and come up with the music video. And so I remember, Justin, you came down or over or however it is to Colorado, and we were hanging out, and we were kind of just going through the idea of doing a song together. I hit up Brian.
Right.
He was all about it. He said, long as it's dope. And
He said, yep.
yeah, dog. And you had some really cool ideas and stuff that we kind of took a fine-tooth comb through and developed the hook. We sent it over to Brian, and he put his touch on it. And when it came back from, who produced that, B? Was that Bern County?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And when it came back, man, the hook was dope. The verses were right in the pocket. And so we head out to Nashville, and that was an experience. We were shooting 3 music videos in like 2 or 3 days, hustling, hooking, and jabbing, and got the opportunity to shoot this 3rd video for Break It Down. What was it like, dude, kind of being on set? Because this is your first time shooting
for sure.
a music video, right?
Right.
So there was a lot of learning that happened on your end.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I mean, it really taught me a lot about like seizing the moment, right? Not being scared of going into stuff or like timid about it, because if you ever have to look back and like wish you did it different, you did it wrong. Yeah, I mean that's the only thing to it. You got to own it, live in it, and that's what happened. So like we got there, and we were going through the motions, and we get through the first time shooting, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna do it a little different next time. Can I try this? And he's like, what do you mean? We're done. He's like, we just finished this. So yeah, I mean, there's definitely a learning curve there. It was awesome watching you guys just stay in the pocket and do 3 fire ass videos back to back. That was really cool. That was a great weekend. Everything came together smooth. And I think that's what's been so inspiring about like this friendship we've all developed, has been to see you guys be able to navigate this journey and like adapt and adjust and like still come out swinging on top, dude. It's really inspiring, and it's cool to align with people who work that like have the same mentality and are willing to get dirty and try new things and push the envelope. So I respect the hell out of you guys for that.
Well, you left early that trip too.
No, that's a separate trip. That's a different time to Nashville.
Oh, it was different.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yep.
Well, I was just thinking, like, the journey and the friendship that's been built. It comes with some rough edges sometimes. Right. And when you can get over and through those rough patches and understand that we're all human, and we got to be able to work together, because, dude, there's times when Brian and I can't even wait for some of the fights that him and I get into. They're going to be epic, because we're family, we're brothers. We spend a lot of time with each other. We're all coming to the plate to a project with many different ideas and concepts and opinions. And to be able to get through rough patches and celebrate successes. And I think that Break It Down is a success. We have a great video, we have a great song, and we built a lot of experience when it comes to Long Cut working with other people and yourself working, with Long Cut. And I think that's what that's what a feature's about, man, is growing, from each other, man.
Definitely. I think just rubbing elbows with people and seeing how they handle pressure and how, conflict is handled, and if it's spun positive or people crumble, or what does that look like when somebody goes through conflict or pressure, and that tells you a lot about somebody, and it builds camaraderie. Yeah.
What do you think's the best part of the music video, Clean?
Oh man, there's a lot of cool stuff.
No, this is easy. There's one best thing. What do you think it is?
So I thought the vertigo shot was good. Like, I think
wrong answer.
No,
JT,
there's a funny clip about JT.
So here I'm gonna tell what my opinion was. I think the best part of the video was when you were walking out and you just flicked Brian off. I think that had a lot of truth behind that finger. Brian, what was the best part, bro?
That was the second best part. The best part of that whole ass video is my shoes, guaranteed, all day. Y'all check them out.
I gotta keep your eyes
you had
open
those white, were they white, those white Yeezys on or something like
that? Yes, I have my white Yeezys on. I ain't even got those shoes no more, but I wish I did. They about to be famous after this video drops.
That's so awesome. Brian played the barbershop owner
Yep.
And he had a suit jacket on, some nice jeans, some white Yeezys. This is back when you had your long hair.
Oh yeah, it's a whole
That was
different Brian.
Dude, that was like a GQ look, dog.
It was great.
I had a lot of fun, dude. That little dance we did in there, watching JT get down, man. It was a good time, dude. And
It was
I'm glad I got to be a part of it. I loved it when you guys sent it over to me. I'm like, man, I gotta sing something on this. I just feel it. I gotta sing something. But it turned out pretty dope, man. The track.
I'm gonna play the Break It Down trailer. And you guys can pre-order this come the beginning of the week. We'll have all the links available on social media, and it will be able to be pre-saved on Spotify and iTunes Music. So this is Break It Down, just a trailer. Let's check it out. Well, I'm going to have to convert this file for some reason.
Well, convert it.
I'll tell a funny story here.
Yeah,
so tell a funny story.
So there's some footage from the shoot, and we have a vertigo shot, I think it's called. That's what I mentioned a second ago, where you're like zooming out as you're walking towards it. And we were talking about it, and Drake said something to JT, and JT was like, "Yeah, can we get that Virgo shot?" And he's like, "Virgo?" He's like, "Yeah." And he like said something else about another horoscope, and then he it was hilarious, dude. You just had to. I'll post the video tonight and tag you in it. It's great.
Hang on, dude. No, I didn't.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, you
so
did.
Awesome.
Yeah, you did.
It was clouded though.
That's funny.
I think you played it off like a little bit, but it was great, man. Drake lost his shit, so
shout out to Drake McGuire too.
Hell yeah, dude. He's fun to work with, man. Good dude.
We got to get him up on here.
He makes it real easy. Yeah, I'll hit him up, man. He makes it easy to get your idea out, and then he'll take your idea and put it into reality. I mean, he's done a lot of videos for us. The Shelby K video, and then he did all 3 videos out in Nashville. And he's been working with Demon Jones and the Lax. He shot Raised Right. That was cool. All right, man. I'm about to download this MP4 and I can bring it up. And this is the trailer for Break It Down.
Let's go.
Let's go. I got it right here, dog.
Everybody, if you're still waiting around, share the live. Share the live. Get to following us on Spotify. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow on Facebook and Instagram. All that shit. I'm just filling up air right now, waiting for Jay.
Here it goes.
Let's talk about that haircut that I had.
Yeah.
We'll start singing.
Yeah, so you've been known for your bald head, so for this video you busted. So where did these wigs come from? Were they just randomly like, because we shot the video and you like busted out an alien costume randomly.
Brian's like, how do you dress in the evenings? Like,
yeah, and then you had these wigs that worked out great for the video.
It worked out really nice.
Started sitting here thinking like, what made you think to bring that stuff? Like normal
so
people
I don't know.
So you brought like 30. Hang on. Let's
Justin brings everything.
Yeah, dude. This dude brought a gym.
You might need it.
You had a gym. You brought a gym and hooked it up in the hotel.
Yeah,
he's got a recording studio in his pickup. He's got a movie theater and a full film crew production setup. He's got an alien.
Like 40-foot green screen behind me.
He's got an alien. He's got a like big fat Korean guy. Dude, if you need,
he's not lying though. It's funny though.
Got it.
So that all came from streaming, dude. Like I got into streaming a few years back, and I've slowed down a little bit on it recently. I've had some other stuff come up that's been taking priority, but it's something I enjoyed doing, and it was uncomfortable at first. So I tried to do all these different things that would take some of the attention off me, and it got to be really fun. But yeah, the one wig came from like a Halloween party from like 10 years ago. It still smelled like booze. The other one was, I don't even remember. Somebody gave it to me because they saw me with it on the stream or something. But yeah, I just figured, hey, let's get it. Some of the
Well-
the lyrics made sense for the barbershop too.
So you talked about streaming, and that's something that you've been very successful at. And you're on
Yeah.
you're on a unique platform. Like you know, a lot of guys they go live and stream like right here on YouTube or Facebook or TikTok or Instagram, you know, and that's kind of like the basics. You know, you really went and brought
Grinder.
Grinder,
dog.
fuck you.
That's where you're at. Farmers Only. You're going live on.
Yeah.
It's called
He's
the
live
app's
on
called
Farmers Only and Grinder.
The app's called Meet Me, and it's a former. So you were on Live Me, Meet Me, and these are like dating sites originally, and then they evolved to something else. I mean, you get on there, you have fans, you have people that you know, ask you questions about your life.
Fans or anything like that.
Now, you can check out Clean at onlyfans.com.
You're such an asshole.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Official.
No. That's so
But
funny.
it's really
Christian
cool,
Mingle.
man, because I think you're a really big motivator behind what we're doing now with our podcast. Is the fact that this is how we need to communicate. This is how we need to get our talent out and our life. And, you know, I mean, people are wanting to talk to you. They're wanting to talk to whoever that they follow music wise. But the streaming world has opened up so much where you don't have to just be a musician or an artist or even talented at anything. You can just get on there and relate to people. But you're getting on there, you're freestyling, you're doing your music, and you're also talking about life and relating to a lot of the world. And so how has that kind of influenced you when it comes to, you know, being an artist, building up your confidence and just kind of getting your hustle and your grind rolling?
Oh man. So that's definitely, it's grown me in a number of ways. It's something I fell into, and it's something that when I was showed it, I never thought I'd want to do it. You know, it's just like, I'm not doing that. Why are you always taking selfies? It seemed like super, you know, egotistical, but it wasn't. Like I made friends with people on there. I started off on this Live Me thing and kind of tiptoed into it. Had some success there and made some good friends, and ended up migrating to this other app, Meet Me, which it used to be some sort of, I don't know, dating thing, but you get what you want out of it, right? So like we were already streaming over on Live Me and came over and started doing the same thing there, and we were making money on there, like money, and you get a following of people that, you know, kind of similar to like what Joe Rogan does and why we like him. Like you see this authenticity, you see him making himself vulnerable and like putting himself out there and willing to talk and just be authentic, you know, and that's kind of where I am super authentic out there. Like I thrive in kind of embarrassing myself to be able to grow from that. So it's a good time, man. And it's something that not everybody can do, but you can. Everybody can do it, but not everyone does it. It's something that I struggled with early on, and now I am very comfortable doing it.
Maybe not everybody can do it well.
Fair enough. Yeah.
You know?
I would say that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of
good.
There are a lot of people on there that are just weird.
Yeah, I can agree with
You know,
that.
I get
Welcome
on there
to
and,
society, bro.
yeah, dude, I get on there and I just cringe at some of the live feeds
Oh,
that I
yeah.
watch. But here's the thing, it's entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, why is it that a video of Nancy Pelosi standing on the podium having one of the most cringiest moments gets
Right.
millions and millions of views? Is because it's entertainment, you know?
100%.
And that's where sometimes I start thinking, and it might be the weed. It might be the weed. But I start thinking like this whole thing is just set up for entertainment. You know, I mean, I'm not saying that there's nothing on the planes. Okay. I'm not saying that at all. But why come in at 2 a.m. in the morning? Why? Maybe it's because they want to just be completely obnoxious about what they're doing because it's fucking entertaining. For
Drama
some
is entertainment.
weird reason, it's drama, it's entertaining, it pulls numbers, and the way that CNN's numbers are fucking terrible. So, I mean, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
People
here.
start
It's
to
just-
reach. People reach when they can't.
dude, it's just absurd.
Mm-hmm.
And that absurdity, is that how you say that word? It
Works for
draws
me.
numbers. It fucking brings people to the table, and they watch. I watch.
Yeah.
You know, when Brian
Absolutely.
sent me over these clips, I've already seen them. You know, he was like,
Yeah.
"Yo, have you seen this yet?" I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." And,
I
and
got on
millions
here
and
and-
millions of others.
Yep. I knew exactly what you guys were talking about, you know, like without even getting prepped on it. And
Yeah,
it
you
is, I
hopped
mean-
on here and you were like, "What are we talking about?" And I was like, "Yo, these 2 clips." You're like, "Oh, I already seen them." Yeah, go ahead, man. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's get it. I mean, that's
Yeah.
because it's real stuff that affects us all. And like,
So what's
I'm
the end
not-
state though? What happens after we, I mean, yeah, it's entertaining for a little bit, and then, then what? That's the question. Is like, when is the line drawn where it's like, okay, you're done smuggling people into West Virginia? I mean, it's gonna lead to something bad regardless of what it is. I mean, so the answer is just it's gonna lead to a shit sandwich. No matter
Right.
what it happens, it's just gonna be terrible. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, if you look back to, 10, 15 years ago, or just any time that stuff we've lost some of our rights, we don't ever get those back. It's not something that comes back a few years later. So that's why I think there's a disconnect. People don't understand why this is so important to have a voice right now, is because if we don't, we won't get that stuff back. It's not going to be handed back to us and with a silver lining or anything. Like, these are things that we will never see again, So that's why I said it frustrates me so much that people who do have a voice and who believe something, we know how they think and what they're seeing, and they won't say anything just for fear of like what happens to them. It's like,
What the fuck are you looking at?
Who, me? What?
Look
talking to me?
at us. Yeah, what are you looking at?
My camera's here. I asked you before we started. Fucker. He tried to see. This is what they do. This is how they grow me. They try to shake me in the moment. I'm like, huh? What's up? Are my bangs good?
Your bangs are great, man. So one
That's
thing
funny.
about Justin is he goes by the name Clean, and his name's Justin. I know him as Justin, but Clean.
Yeah.
And I know exactly why, in my opinion, you got that name. But like, where did Clean come from besides
Oh, man.
the bald head? Because
It's
Mr.
just what it
Clean,
came
I get it.
Started from work a long time ago. Like, I fell into a production manager role, and a couple of the guys that worked for me would always be like, "Hey, Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean."
Ah, bullshit. I think they
swear
know
it
about
sucks.
I think they know about your hygiene schedule.
No, because I shave my head all the time.
Bro, every time that Brian and I are talking, he's like, "What's Justin up to?" I'm like, "Oh, I just hung up with him." Well, what is he
Shaving
doing?
his head.
He said he was
Taking a
hopping in the shower.
Ah.
Hopping in the shower.
I don't know how you
just
have time
wonder.
to do anything with as often and as long as you shower.
Right. I'm
You
a
probably
soaker.
got the cleanest.
I don't have a
fucking
bathtub.
balls.
You would know. No, I'm joking. That shit's
Damn.
funny.
Oh,
But no,
man.
yeah, that just shook the whole conversation up.
Mhm.
So are you excited about having this song drop and
Absolutely.
your name being attached to it? And because you've been part of Long Cut since the beginning, man. I mean, I remember when we met, we had
Mhm.
that tour bus that broke down up in your area, and
Right.
old boy calls you up to come over and be a hand to help do the wrap job on the tour bus. We were wrapping our
Right.
tour bus and doing a remodel of the inside, and you showed up, and I don't know if I had some weed or you had some weed, but somebody had some weed, and we started
Yeah.
smoking a little bit of it, and it built a really great
Mhm.
conversation, and we just stayed in touch, man. And you've seen a lot of the growth from the ground level with Long Cut, and so to be a part of this now and your musical journey starting as an artist, what's going on, dude? Are you excited about this song dropping, bro?
Hell yeah, I'm extremely excited. But I think that's something that, I mean, you
Are you
touched on there.
going to share it on Meet Me?
Am I gonna what?
Are you going to get on Meet Me and
Oh, of course, dude.
and
Of course.
perform it for everybody?
Oh yeah,
You
Got
better
to.
record that shit.
I gotta
dog.
do the. I gotta do the little spin move that you taught me and Brian how to do. But I'll
Hold on,
definitely.
I didn't. No, I didn't teach that.
That's the other thing about Justin is he lies a lot.
Hell no, I don't. I'm like I cannot lie. Like, I'm the most authentic person there is when it comes to that. I get myself in trouble for telling the truth. That's hilarious. But no, you asked the question, and it's something that's super cool and important, and I think it like highlights a lot that like we started. I bumped into you guys by accident, and then we clicked in a number of ways, and we've traveled the country a lot together, even outside of the country, and it's been cool to be part of that. And get brought into different situations. And even though I'm trying to do music on the side, like when I'm with you guys, it's fully Long Cut focused. So to be able to have a song with you guys now and be talking about some stuff in the future is really cool, man. And if you
Justin,
believe in something,
you've always came through, man. You've always came through, and I know that your intentions are always to better the camp, and that's what's cool is that, I mean, you've traveled many hours to come pick us up from airports. You've went and got, tables and stuff to set up the merch. You stood at merch tables many times for many hours, making money for us. And one thing I think that was really cool, and I was talking to Brian about it, is your honesty. There was many times where you came up to me and you're like, hey man, I'm starving. Can I go get a hot dog? And I'm like, yeah, dude. I mean, you're just so loyal to your duty. You're so loyal to, the money situation. You're like, hey man, can I take this $10 and go, because you didn't have cash, and we're out in the middle of a mud park and you're sitting there with a Visa check card, and it's just cool. You don't really find a whole lot of people who are just down to ride with you. And
when you believe in something, though, I mean, you do that, and that's how it's always been. Like, we connected on a personal level. Like
but you and Brian almost got into a fight.
we bumped heads a little bit early on. But I think that's actually like made us super solid now because of it. Like, I think if I wouldn't have talked shit back, I don't think Brian would have respected me at all.
I have a bad habit of trying to fucking fight everybody. So.
But I mean,
I'm working on my.
He's a huge dude. He's like 6'12".
That's funny.
I'm trying.
So funny.
I'm trying to rein in the demons.
I remember just the awkwardness as a bystander to it. You know what I mean?
Oh, I bet, yeah.
Oh, what's gonna happen? Because it falls right back onto it. Like, I don't want a fight, but I do want to fight. I want to see something. You know what I'm saying? I want some
you
drama,
want to watch
dog.
it. You're gonna sit over there with your gun. You're gonna cock your gun, put it under your arm like this, cross your arms, and just watch.
Just wait, tap his foot. Well, I think it's awesome to see how people react, and like you learn a lot about a motherfucker in conflict. You do.
You really do,
dude. I got in a fight with a fan in Arizona one night. We were out with Demon Jones and Adam Calhoun in Tempe, and it got a little silly at the merch table, and I ended up dropping some bombs on a dude, and JT comes running in with a 9.
Oh,
at the merch table, he's ready to shoot somebody.
Man,
he didn't know why I was fighting, but he knew that shit was going down. He come running in, no fucks given, gun drawn. There's cops everywhere.
It's crazy. You guys are both definitely like no fear when it comes to like crowds and like being the only person there. Like, I mean, it's crazy. I've seen you guys go through some wild ass shit, and it's cool to see how you guys respond. And yeah,
well, it's that family, dog.
You talk about.
What are you gonna do for your family? You know what I'm saying? I don't need it. Right. I don't need a reason why. Fuck a reason why. Like, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
so
yeah. That's what's up.
Man, Brian went to go shake this guy's hand, and oh boy got frisky and tried to pull Brian over the merch table, and Brian whipped him back and socked him. And I'm over here just like smiling for the camera like I do. And
he said, like I do.
Yeah, dog. And it happened so fast. There ain't no time for questions. All you know is it's time to ride,
we'll talk about it later.
Time to get it.
What happened last. Yeah.
And that's just the life of touring. That's the life that you live when you're out there alone and unafraid on the road in a South Carolina venue, and nobody at the venue got your back. You know what I'm saying? No one at that venue cares about Brian or me. So we got to watch each other's back, man. And that's what being a band's all about. And
you ain't paid your dues until you did your whole set with one hand on your microphone and the other hand on a pistol in your pocket. No lie. No
Facts,
lie,
bro.
Dude. No lie. We've done
Where
it.
was that?
100 on God. That was North Carolina, son.
North Carolina.
And Guns came out that night.
Yeah. We were doing our
came
sound
out
check
that night.
And this dude walked up to the stage and just like stole my microphone. And it was weird. Like, right? So that was during the sound check. And then I go over to Brian. He's putting on his leather jacket. So I put mine on, Yeah, we did. We had
It's
our
heavy.
right hands inside that leather jacket with them pistols like this, and the mic with our left hand.
Because
Like,
it was
bro,
nothing
it's like
but
the- it's like the
gangsters in the crowd, dude.
That's
Nothing
wild.
but gangsters.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
We were the only
was-
white dudes in the bar. And then the bar owner at the end of the night beat the shit out of one of the bartender girls.
Oh my
And so
god!
then my gun came out on the owner of the bar, dude. I drug him in the back.
bro,
That's
over
wild.
$200, bro. Like
Yeah.
$250.
Yeah, you told me that
bucks.
story. That's crazy.
I mean, here's the thing, man. That's our $250. It could be, 2 Pop-Tarts and a freaking waffle cone, but that's our Pop-Tart and waffle cone that you owe us,
Damn
dog. And
straight.
I remember putting the merch inside the back of the van, and I look over to the left where like the back entry door is, and that's like right where the bar and the back office was. And all of a sudden, I just see Brian just coming at this guy, and they just crossed that threshold of that door. So I didn't see what happened. I just saw that brief little moment when I went
Yeah.
running up in there, and the door was shut, and I kind of just stood right there by the door, making sure nobody else is going to come up in there. And Brian walks out with that $250, man, and we were eating good that night. So
Mhm. We got
That's
paid.
awesome.
you got to do what
Let
you
me
got to
tell you,
do.
We
dog.
got paid.
That's right, dude.
You gotta break it down, dog. You gotta break it
Hell
down
yeah.
for folks sometimes, man.
That's
And
what's up.
Now roll it.
that being said, man, Long Cut and Clean got a brand new single dropping February 15th. So
Yes,
beginning
sir.
of the week, we'll have all the pre-order and pre-save links and all that good stuff for you to click, save, because on February 15th, we're dropping a brand new single with a music video called
Boom.
Break It Down. Super excited. We're getting it teed up, and we got a lot more in store for you guys
Oh,
coming
yeah.
into 2022. So Clean, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Brian, you got
Love it,
anything for
man.
this
Thanks for having
bald-headed fucker?
Well,
Bald-headed fucker.
Clean, we love you. Thanks for doing this one with us. We appreciate it. Good luck on your gay dating app streaming site. Please promote
This
it to
dude, this
all the
dude.
bears out there that love watching you.
Oh my
Everybody
God.
on here, click like and follow, subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Spotify, add us to your playlist, like us on Facebook, and share the live. The song goes up for pre-order next week, so make sure you add it on Spotify on February 15th and check out the music video on YouTube. Clean, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for doing the song with us. JT, I love you. Clean, I love you.
Love you
Spit
guys.
Cup Posse, we love you. Thank you
Yep.
guys for tuning in. We're going to do it again tomorrow night and
Go
talk
at
some
it.
more shit.
Follow it. Share it. Get it.
Yeah, man, y'all be good. We out.